about falling in love. It feels so real, but nobody is here when I wake up. Do you know my name?
Wherever you listen throughout the world, it's football time in Tennessee.
The devil's in the detail. I'm a natural born killer.
Here's Tua, stepping back, loads up, looks long, throws, end zone, touchdown! Alabama! Devontae Smith! Touchdown, Alabama!
A natural born. Take this hopeless broke soul off this remote control.
Going to be fielded by Lorenzo Neal at the 25. Pitches it back to Wycheck. He throws it across the field to Dyson.
He's got something. He's got something.
50,
He's got it.
40,
He's got it.
20, 10.
He's got it.
End zone. Touchdown. Titans. There are no flags on the field. It's a miracle.
This is the Front Porch Sports Radio Hour with your host, Drake Collins.
And good afternoon and welcome in. This is the Front Porch Sports Radio Hour. I am Drake in the WKOM 101.7 FM studios this Tuesday afternoon with Skinny Drake, the Claw, and the L Train. I like L Train. Is L Train okay? Will you answer the L Train?
That works.
I like it too.
I like the L Train.
I like it a lot.
All right, great. It's going to be L Train from now on out. Thank you all for joining us. I am Drake, and last night we had a doubleheader in Monday Night Football, which gave me twice as many chances to lose money last night, and I did.
Raiders did not look good.
No. I mean, after a big weekend of college and NFL football and a lot of scoring going on, really. I mean, the Georgia-Tennessee game, they score 85 points in that game, and then 10 out of 13 NFL games up leading into last night went over the total. So a lot of points being scored, but last night, really, for the most part, there was not a lot of points scored. And we're going to talk about that in just a minute. But first, folks, we got a new gig on Wednesday night at Puckett's Restaurant, downtown Columbia, beginning at 6 o'clock. We have the Murray County Public Schools Home Cooked by Puckett's Restaurant Coaches Show, powered by Columbia Power and Water Systems Internet. And
Correct.
We'd love to have anybody or everybody that wants to come and listen to the local Murray County coaches and their players talk about last week's games coming up in their schedule in the future. Please join us at Puckett's between 6 and 8:30 on Wednesday, tomorrow night.
We got food, trivia.
We'll have some food,
Player
trivia,
of the Week
some
awards will be handed out.
Yeah.
Puckett swag will be handed out. So it's going to be fun. We had our inaugural show last Wednesday. This will be our second go-around. It went great last Wednesday. We're going to be giving out the offensive and defensive players of the week here in Murray County. If you go online, Facebook, you can vote on those players. That we have the statistics posted on Facebook. You make a decision who you think deserves the offensive and or defensive player of the week.
Somebody's got to stop Daniel Booker. He's got over 600 of the 1,200 total votes in the offensive
And
poll.
what was Daniel Booker's stats?
I will read them. He had 15 of 20 passing against Marshall County for 189 yards, a passing touchdown to Dallas King. And then on the ground, 20 carries for 83 yards and 2 more touchdowns.
I mean,
it's incredible.
No
So
wonder
over 250 yards total.
No wonder he got so many votes. I mean,
you want to go through the list of offense and defense?
Yeah. So the other candidates for the Offensive Player of the Week from Battle Creek, who got their first varsity win this past Friday. Colton Barber, the quarterback, 8 of 14 passing, 210 yards, threw a couple touchdowns. From Spring Hill, Lionel Brooks, quarterback, running back, wide receiver. He had nearly 300 total yards. A couple touchdowns for him. Peyton Niehaus from Mount Pleasant had a special teams touchdown, punt return touchdown.
Okay.
And then on defense, we got Stanley Williams Jr., Carson Hupstetler, Carter Dunn, and Dallas King. Carter Dunn from Mount Pleasant is currently leading that. His stats were 11 tackles in the game on Friday, 2 for loss.
There you have it. So please join us tomorrow night, 6 o'clock, Puckett's Restaurant.
And any of you Instagram users out there, check out our new Front Porch Sports Instagram page. We're getting a good following base on there, and we post all the updates for our shows and for the polls.
Okay, there you have it. Thank you, Skinny Drake. Last night, the Monday Night Football doubleheader, the first game out of the gate at 6 o'clock was the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the Houston Texans. And guess what? Baker Mayfield did it again, directing a game-winning drive, last-minute drive to win at Houston last night as Rachaad White went across into the end zone with 6 seconds remaining in regulation to tie the ball game up, and then the point after gave Tampa Bay the 20-19 victory over the Texans. In the second game, the Los Angeles Chargers went into Sin City, Las Vegas, Nevada, in front of a raucous Las Vegas fan base for the Raiders, obviously, and handled their business, winning 20-9. Los Angeles Charger linebacker Khalil Mack suffered a brutal, looked like a dislocation of his elbow.
Yeah, that looked bad. Injury
as he was trying to grab and tackle a Raider. I guess it was Ashton Genty that was going around the corner.
It was.
There. As he reached out, one of his own players came across his arm.
Yeah.
In a in an unnatural flex, right?
Yeah, it didn't look good. It looked like his arm really hit the other Charger player's helmet,
right?
And it kind of went the opposite direction on the replay.
It wasn't pretty to look at, and immediately they got him off the field holding his right arm, or I believe it was his right arm, and got him to the tent, and he came back out, and his arm was in a sling and bandaged up, and Khalil Mack's probably going to be out for a while. But, overall, I mean, the Los Angeles Chargers look good. Los Angeles Chargers, they've got the defense. They've got the running game. Omarion Hampton was not as impressive as people have predicted him to be this year so far. But they've got Najee Harris that came in and ran well. And, Justin Herbert, he's top 3 quarterback in the league. In my opinion. Las Vegas Raiders could help the Raiders' pathetic offense. I mean, they look. I mean, they really.
Many times Geno Smith was turning the wrong way. Like, I don't know what I was watching last night.
I know Geno Smith has been in the league 13 years now.
Yeah.
I mean, but he just looks like an old man out there, kind of.
He did last night.
Last night. Marked the second time in Raider franchise history that the Raiders have lost 4 straight home openers. So, the Raiders have been around for a long time in the NFL. Mm-hmm. But this is the second time that they have lost 4 straight homeowners in their franchise history. And that ain't good.
That's rough.
And the Raiders' offense was really a tale, and we were talking about Geno Smith, Raiders quarterback, the tale of 2 Genos over the past 2 weeks. And week 1, okay, listen to these stats. Geno Smith, week 1 against New England, at New England, 24 for 34 completions, 362 yards, 1 touchdown, and 1 interception. And they win 20-13 at New England, the Raiders did. Last night in week 2, 22 of 36, looks like for 169 with 3 interceptions. His first pass was an interception.
Ooh.
Started the night off.
That's a rough start.
So that just tells you what's up, And in the NFL nowadays, the great quarterbacks separate themselves from the average quarterbacks and the average quarterbacks except from the bad quarterbacks by being consistent, by being accurate, by not hurting your team with turnovers, not throwing the ball where the defense can get it. Throw it only where your players can catch it, or at least throw your players open is what the really good quarterbacks do. And I'm sure it was about to kill Tom Brady sitting up there in the coach's box next to Chip Kelly. And, I'm not sure. Chip Kelly's got some years. He's a little long in the tooth too, along with Pete Carroll. I mean, last night you had the battle of the cheaters, right? You had Pete Carroll on one side from Southern Cal days, Reggie Bush days, right?
Escaped to the NFL before the NCAA came and knocking.
And that's exactly what Jim Harbaugh did.
Absolutely.
Exactly. Dude was almost
absolutely
followed the playbook.
Yep. No, you're right.
I think I saw him high-fiving before the game out at midfield of Allegiant Stadium. But my deal is this. Chip Kelly, he's getting up there in age. Pete Carroll's getting up. And just because you're older doesn't mean you're done. I mean, you're through. But, the NFL has kind of evolved into this analytical young man's type of coaching game.
Sean McVay kind of led the way on that.
I mean, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I mean, wouldn't you agree with that? And so Chip Kelly's kind of in there showing pictures of him up in the booth, and he's up there giving the plays and whatever. And really, the Raiders are terrible. They get the ball at the 1 yard line. They get the ball at the 1 yard line, and they can't get the ball in the end zone from the one. They run three straight times, 3 straight off tackle runs, and can't get the ball in the end zone. It's
quarterback sneak that thing 4 times if you have to.
Yeah. Tush push.
Works for the Eagles.
Yeah.
The Texans looked confused and lost on offense also last night. Should they call Shaq Mason back up?
It wouldn't hurt.
A couple of Tampa Bay's offensive linemen. I'm sure Shaq Mason is staying in shape. Shaq is just waiting for a phone call from somebody.
I'm sure.
Yeah. I saw two Tampa Bay linemen go down last night.
Tennessee had their right side of the line go down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, but the Texans, their protection for C.J. Stroud was terrible. He was running for his life last night. I don't know how many times they sacked him. It had to be over 5 it had to be at least 5.
Good grief.
Down 4 in the fourth quarter. Houston had 3 chances from the 1 yard line and couldn't get the ball in the end zone, as I said. Texans running back Nick Chubb slipped through the Tampa Bay D-line for a 25-yard run that put Houston up 19-14 with 2 minutes and 10 seconds remaining in the game. On the ensuing Tampa Bay drive, Tampa Bay faced a 4th down and 10, but Baker Mayfield did what he does best, and scrambled 15 yards to keep the game-winning drive alive, get the 4th down and 10 to a 1st down. They go in there and score with 6 seconds to go in the ball game. The ball game's over. Titans get ready for their division foe on Sunday, the Indianapolis Colts, at Nissan Stadium for a noon kickoff. The current number on that game is Indiana minus 3.5. And you know what the system says.
I know.
Alabama loses to Vanderbilt. Where are you and I, Claw? We're right here on these microphones.
I agree.
I don't know where they are.
Or if you see them in Knoxville somewhere.
Know where they are.
Or if you see them in Knoxville somewhere.
If they're in trouble, let us know.
But the Volunteers look to bounce back from their overtime loss to Georgia last Saturday.
9th consecutive loss from Georgia.
As they welcome UAB Blazers to Knoxville on Saturday for an 11:45 kickoff Saturday morning. The Vols are a 38.5-point favorite with a 69 total.
Wow.
They're looking for some fireworks.
Yeah.
No kidding.
Rest of the SEC slate for the upcoming weekend, this weekend. Alabama's on a bye as they get ready to take on number 1 Georgia on the 27th in Athens at 6:30 at night. You think that stadium's going to be? What's the name of Athens? What Georgia Stadium? Do you know?
Sanford Stadium.
You think that place is
Between
going to be
the
rocking?
hedges.
I would think so.
Yeah.
That's going to be quite a game.
Electric.
Man, there's something I'm trying to find something I saw that was gold, but y'all keep going.
Okay.
All right. Number 22 Auburn. They're 3-0, by the way. Auburn is.
Oh, wow.
They're at number 11 Oklahoma, who is 3-0 this weekend.
Ooh.
That's going to be an interesting game.
That's a 2:30 start. Oklahoma's a 6.5-point favorite. The 49 total. Arkansas is at Memphis. Arkansas is a 7-point favorite at Memphis.
They need to win.
Yes.
They need to
I'm
win.
just saying. Why is Arkansas a 7-point favorite at Memphis? I guess that means take Arkansas, but I don't understand. That game starts at 11 o'clock. Georgia State is at Dudley Field on Saturday to take on number 20 in the nation, Little Bruh. The Vanderbilt Commodores.
The Pavia train.
Sounds like we're not going to be calling them that for much longer.
Vanderbilt is a 26.5-point favorite over Georgia State.
That's a game
they got beat last year.
Yeah, they lost.
They
Yeah,
lost
They
that
beat
game
Bama.
last year.
Yes.
Now that 12 months later, they're a 26.5-point favorite.
Man.
I'm taking Georgia State in that one. I hope Vanderbilt wins, but I hope Vanderbilt wins. That's at 6:30 at night in Nashville, Dudley Field. Northern Illinois is at Mississippi State. Mississippi State's 3-0. Mississippi State's favored by 21 points. I think this would be one of the best games of the weekend. Tulane 3-0 is at number 13 Ole Miss.
Yeah, that'll be good.
That's 2:30 on Saturday. Ole Miss is an 11-point favorite. I think that's going to be a really good ball
Yeah, I
game.
think it'll be.
And a lot of points scored.
Agreed.
Florida, poor Billy Napier. I feel so far.
Poor DJ
I feel,
Lagway.
Billy Napier reminds me of like a human basset hound. Just kind of the way he looks, just kind of, just kind of sad and pitiful. And you just feel sorry for the guy getting his ass whipped every time he takes his team onto a field. But I tell you what, he's got to go to number 5 Miami this weekend at 6:30 Saturday night.
Ooh.
And finally, you're seeing some fans back. Now that Miami Hurricanes are winning, you're seeing some fans back in the stands.
Carson Beck. Quarterback.
Carson Beck.
Looks like he's motivated.
He's a favorite for the Heisman now.
Yeah, he's motivated.
Miami is favored by 7.5 points Saturday against Florida. South Carolina, who just got beat, embarrassed.
Dominated.
By Little Bruh.
By Pavia.
Yeah, by
Pavia.
Diego Pavia. And the rest of the Commodores, they anchored down in Columbia this weekend with a 31-7 win over South Carolina, who travels to number 23 in the country, Missouri. Missouri is the 13.5-point favorite, and that's a night game on Saturday, 6 o'clock. Southeast Louisiana is at number 3 LSU. 6:45 start. Number 3 LSU. Does that mean LSU is the best team in the Southeastern Conference?
I think that's what that means. Brian Kelly thinks so.
Sam Houston State is at number 8 Texas. Texas is a 41.5-point favorite, and that starts at 7 o'clock on Saturday night. When we come back from the break, we've got some questions I want to throw at you and see what you guys think. We're a quarter of the way through the football season. Week 3 was done, so we need to check the temperature and ask a few questions on what the hell's going on in college football. This is the Front Porch Sports Radio Hour. We'll be right back.
This is Coach Tredaris Dark from Columbia Central High School football. You are listening to 101.7 WKOM in Columbia, Tennessee.
Hi, I'm Robert Rogers at Parks Motor Sales Buick GMC.
And I'm Michael Parks Lawrence at Parks Motor Sales Buick GMC.
Together, we're Mr. Bobby Parks' grandsons, and we run his dealership, and we are glad to be part of our local community.
Being family owned and operated, we invest heavily in our community.
We do things like sports teams, schools, bands, you name it. We try to help everybody we can.
The reason why we do this is because we all love this community.
So come do business with us, your neighbors, at Parks Motor Sales in Columbia, Tennessee, right off Nashville Highway, or at parksmotorsales.com.
Let's talk custom design jewelry. Did you know Tillis Jewelry in downtown Columbia creates custom design jewelry and has been for over 30 years? From one-of-a-kind engagement rings to wedding bands and so much more. We want each piece to be as unique as you are and create a family heirloom for tomorrow. Call today and make an appointment with one of our designers. And just for calling, you will receive a free 30-minute consultation. Tillis Jewelry, creating custom jewelry proudly in Tennessee.
Hi, Jimmy here for Columbia Ace Hardware. Columbia Ace Hardware now carries Magnolia Home by Joanna Gaines paint. Now their premium quality and huge selection of colors will be right in your neighborhood. Along with the award-winning service and advice Columbia Ace has always provided for your paint projects. Around the block, what you need in stock, with people who know their paint. Columbia Ace, the helpful place.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Do you have trees that need trimming or removed? Do you have stumps that you want grounded? A1 Tree Trimming and Removal is a family-owned and operated business local to Columbia and Lewisburg. They also service surrounding Middle Tennessee. We are licensed and insured and provide free estimates. No job is too big, no tree is too small. Give old Luke a call or text Luke at 931-359-3113. Or you can check them out on Facebook and tell A1 Tree Removal that you heard this ad on the radio. If you love America, then you will love A1 Tree Removal.
You're not just a homeowner, you're also an ice maker that didn't read the job description owner. Fortunately, you've got heating and cooling built and tested to keep going. American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, built to a higher standard.
Call Davis Heating and Cooling at 931-388-2090 for all your home comfort needs. Davis Heating and Cooling is your local independent American Standard dealer and proudly serves the Murray County area. Find Davis Heating and Cooling online and on Facebook or call today, 388-2090.
Hey, this is Seth Moss at Tennessee Valley Equipment, a premier FAE PrimeTech, Bandit, and Surex dealer. We are your dealer for all of your land clearing and forestry mulching needs. We sell equipment, provide repair service, and parts along with a rental fleet of mulching equipment. We also offer mulching teeth, blades, and sharpening. Our number one priority is getting you up and running as quickly and affordable as possible. Tennessee Valley is located at 300 Santa Fe Pike in wonderful Columbia, Tennessee. Stop by or give us a call today at 931-981-9812.
This is Debbie Matthews with the Nashville Realty Group, and if you've been paying attention, you know the housing market has been tough, but rates are beginning to thaw. So if you're thinking about selling, the time to jump in is getting better every day. But if you're thinking about buying, and those interest rates are still a little bit too high, a good agent knows how to negotiate interest rate buydowns. And I'm a good agent, so call me, Debbie Matthews with Nashville Realty Group, 615-476-3224.
This is Hal Landers, owner of Landers Insurance Agency. We are an independent agency representing the famous Erie Insurance Group. Landers Insurance Agency has been committed to providing great rates and great service since 2002. Whether it's home and auto or business or life insurance, we've got you covered. 24/7 in-house claim service, we've got that too. Visit Landers Insurance at 514 North Garden Street, Columbia. Call us at 931-380-2003. Our website is landersinsuranceagency.com and follow us on Facebook and Instagram.
This is Trip Stoltz with Columbia Ace Hardware. I love listening to 101.7 WKOM FM, Columbia, Tennessee.
This is David Usselton with Usselton Automotive, located in Columbia, Tennessee. We service all foreign and domestic vehicles. We take pride in our work, and we don't cut corners. We offer a 5-year, 50,000-mile warranty and loan our cars with almost every repair. We are located at 1201 South High Street in Columbia, Tennessee. You can reach us at 931-215-1765 or find more information at usseltons.com.
A body in motion stays in motion until you feel that muscle tighten. That sharp pain you didn't expect. And suddenly, you're stopped in your tracks. KRT helps you get back in action with with all natural pain relief in just minutes. Don't get sidelined by muscle cramps. Stay in the game with KRT.
Are you thinking about a new fence? Maybe you need a pole barn? Then you should give Sands Fence Company a call. That's 931-309-1644. Will Sands has built his business based on the principles of honesty, quality, and integrity. Sands Fence Company has been in business for over 20 years, providing their community with farm, residential, and commercial fencing, as well as pole barns and buildings. Call today for a free estimate. Sands Fence Company, 931-309-1644. That's 931-309-1644.
Hey, this is Drake and my dog Carl from the Front Porch Sports Radio Hour. Summer heat in southern Middle Tennessee is no joke, and your animals feel it too. With record-setting temperatures and high humidity, it's critical to keep your pets and livestock cool, shaded, and hydrated. Make sure they have constant access to clean water, shelter from the sun, and never leave them in a parked car, not even for a minute. Take care of your animals like family, because they're counting on you. Welcome back. This is the Front Porch Sports Radio Hour on 101.7 WKOM FM. We are downtown Columbia, Tennessee. And I've got L Train in the studio. I've got the Claw, and I've got Skinny Drake with me. I am Drake. I am not the Skinny Drake anymore. I used to be. Back when I was your age, I was Skinny A. I was Skinny Drake.
Skinny A.
Skinny Drake.
Skinny Drake.
I was about to say a skinny ass, and I was a skinny ass, and I was Skinny Drake. So, we after week number 3 college football, there's some questions that we need to answer. Okay? And I'm going to throw it at you guys. Now, we're a quarter of the way through the college football season, and 6 of the teams in the preseason AP Top 25 poll have already lost games to unranked opponents. 6, 1/4 of the AP Top 25, have already lost to unranked teams. ACC favorite Clemson has lost twice. Notre Dame hasn't won a game.
And still ranked.
Kansas State, which was supposed to be the darling of the Big 12.
Or what's left of the Big 12.
Has lost 3 times, including to Army and Arizona. So, can Notre Dame salvage its season after an 0-2 start?
Define salvage.
Well, I would guess they're going to have to win out.
Yeah,
salvage Notre Dame after going to the finals last year.
Yeah. Anything less than that is now a disappointment. So that's the standard now.
So salvaging Notre Dame's season would be just making it into the top 12, making it into the college football playoffs somehow. Mm-hmm. And I assume they're going to just – and the only way to do that is to win out, win every single ball game, which in today's college landscape is pretty damn hard to do.
Very, very.
I don't care.
Very much
I don't care who you're playing. I mean, you know. Is Miami a legitimate national contender with Carson Beck? Are they I mean,
I think they are.
I think so. I mean, I don't know how tough the competition is going to be in the ACC.
Right,
yeah.
Right now, Miami is the only ranked team with 2 wins over ranked opponents. So, South Florida and Notre Dame, right?
Yeah.
And they took care of business 49-12. Of course, they're at home against South Florida.
Yeah.
Which unranked preseason team has the best shot at making the college football playoff? Which unranked season?
I have my answer already. I think
okay.
Georgia Tech wasn't ranked, right?
That's correct.
I got to go with Georgia Tech.
All right. So let me give you a list of undefeated, unranked teams at this point in the season. Georgia Tech is one, yes.
Yep.
Good call, L Train. Utah is another. Indiana is another.
That were unranked but are ranked now.
That are unranked. Which unranked preseason has the best shot at making the college football playoffs? Okay. So we got Utah in there. We've got Georgia Tech. We've got Indiana. Vanderbilt Commodores. Little bruh, according to P-Money.
Pavia.
He called it. I mean, he said he came back to Vanderbilt to compete for a national title. So I guess he was serious.
Missouri is another. And USC is another, all the way from the left coast. They were not in the AP top 25, but are now. So but we're not talking about just being ranked at the end of the season. We're talking about making. And I think, my two teams in there, I'll take three. I'll take Utah, Georgia Tech, and then I'll throw Vanderbilt in there.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what else. Missouri has been surprisingly good and winning in a dominant fashion. So, I don't know. We're a quarter way through the season. We'll see about the rest. Is Arch Manning a bust?
Yes.
He can't throw the ball. He hasn't proven that he can.
Like they do on ESPN. Nope or dope?
Dope. Because
dope is good. Nope is bad.
So he ain't dope.
He ain't dope. He's nope.
He is nope.
He's a nope.
He's nope.
I mean, again, what was his passing percentage against UTEP?
Okay. So he started the preseason as the favorite to win the Heisman, right?
Yeah.
He ranks 83rd in passing efficiency after 3 games. 83rd in the country.
Yeah. Sidearm king so far.
So this is the deal. I mean, there's a difference from kind of looking mediocre and not so good against Ohio State in the horseshoe in Columbus, right? And then it's another thing to look below average, way below average, against UTEP in Austin in front of a very friendly crowd, obviously. I mean, he completed like 44% of his passes against UTEP.
That's not good. If you can't complete passes at a high level against a team like that, we can give him a pass for not showing up against Ohio State because that's one of the best defenses. But if you can't put the tape out there that you can actually do something against UTEP, I mean.
Is Arch hurt?
Sark said no. We talked about that. Sark said no.
Why does he make funny faces when he throws the ball then?
Yeah.
It's a good question.
Somebody posted a highlight video of him in high school, and you look at the competition he played in high school. Have you seen that video?
Yeah, I have.
It is a joke.
What is it, just a bunch of private schools in New Orleans?
I think so.
A bunch of private Catholic schools.
Small schools, too. And I'm not going to name any schools in the area, but it's a joke.
Okay.
I mean, it is a joke. So, again, all this hype, I even thought it some when he was being recruited just for a little bit.
How on earth, let me cut you off here. How on earth were Arch Manning, Nico Iamaleava, barely got that, and Malachi Nelson all ranked as five-star quarterbacks in the same cycle?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not ready completely to throw Manning in the river, in the Red River. There's a lot more football to be played.
Think about the position it put Steve Sarkisian in, though.
But after Manning's 5 career starts against Louisiana Monroe, a 2-10 Mississippi State team, number 1 Ohio State, San Jose State, and UTEP, we're beginning to believe that he's just not as good as his grandfather and his uncles. I mean, right? Who is the best team in the Big Ten? In the Big Ten, Ohio State, with their win over Texas, is only the only Big Ten victory over a ranked opponent so far this season. In fact, the Big Ten is 5-5 against Power 4 conferences. 500 right now against Power 4 conferences. So who is the best? Michigan lost the only top 25 matchup with a Big Ten team and playing in another top 25 team to Oklahoma.
Mm-hmm.
In kind of convincing fashion they lost.
Yeah.
Now, it's difficult to answer this question because outside of Ohio State, there's really no other standard. You can't really, other than them 5-5, like I said. I mean, I think Penn State, where you yet to see them play somebody substantial.
And then,
so it's hard to make that.
Yeah, you got the new additions.
Make that determination.
I mean, you can add Oregon in there, but I mean,
they're going to have to play somebody too.
Yeah, so.
And until these top tier Big Ten teams play each other,
we won't know.
That's right.
We're not going to know.
So I'm talking about Ohio State, Penn State, Oregon, even Indiana.
Yeah, because Indiana made the playoff last year.
That's right.
So.
So we're going to have to see these teams play each other before we know who the best team in the Big Ten is. Who's the best team in the SEC? It's no longer Texas, is it? Can we all agree that it's no longer Texas?
Unfortunately,
and we thought it was. Didn't we all think it was going to? Raise your hand. If you thought it was Texas at the beginning of the season, none of y'all thought it was Texas at the beginning of the season.
I warned everybody about Arch Manning.
Is it Georgia?
Yes.
Why? Georgia just was in a shootout in Knoxville against Tennessee. Really probably should have lost the ball game.
They really should have.
That just tells you how good they are.
If Max wasn't worried about saving. Let me clarify something that I said yesterday. This past spring at the SEC Destin, Florida meetings of all the ADs and Greg Sankey, conference commissioner, and everything, they changed the rushing the field penalty, and it's $500,000 per incident. When it used to be in an escalating type
step.
A step up from 100, 250,000 for the second time, 500,000 for the third and beyond. It's 500,000. Now it's just $500,000. So Max, I'm going to give Max Gilbert, the kicker for Tennessee, a break. Maybe he was just worried about that $500,000.
The taxpayers.
The taxpayers of Tennessee were going to have to fork out to write a check to Georgia for, because the money goes to the opponent that you're playing whenever the home. Normally, 99.9% of the time, it's a home field crowd that's going to rush the field.
Right.
But that money goes to your opponent. So maybe Max was just worried about and had all of us in mind when he wide righted it on Saturday.
Maybe he'll run for Marsha Blackburn's seat.
Yeah, and he might work for Marsha Blackburn. And she'll use that in her run for governor to try to take credit.
Max is saving taxpayers.
Yes, absolutely. Look at my guy my man Max right here.
Keeping Tennessee dollars.
That's
in Tennessee.
right. That's right. So
we don't need another goalpost.
So Georgia, I'm not sure I can trust Georgia as the best team in the SEC. I mean, they are the defending champions, and they were fortunate to. Can we all say they were fortunate to escape Knoxville with a win on Saturday?
But good teams find a way.
Yeah.
But what's troubling about Georgia is Kirby Smart's defense.
Yes.
Wouldn't you say?
They're not as good as they were
in the past. Yeah.
That's three times. That's 3 times in the past calendar year, along with games against Alabama, which was a loss. And Georgia Tech was a win. Was that the one where they went into
like
30 overtimes or whatever the deal was?
6-7 overtimes.
Good grief. They won. Now, we've seen the Georgia Bulldogs under Kirby Smart give up a hell of a lot of points and yardage. Where's the edge that group used to play with back in the day when Smart first got to Georgia, 2016 to say 2022, 23? Where's that defensive edge? I'm not sure that Georgia has that
They don't have that dude like Raekwon Smith in the middle that's gonna, or Jordan Davis up front that's gonna dominate the line of scrimmage. They just don't have that.
Jalen Carter.
Yeah, they don't have that dude right now. And not to say there isn't. I'm sure they got one on the field somewhere, but it's probably
he wasn't there on Saturday. He didn't show up Saturday.
Definitely don't have
in
the
a pretty
corners
damn
in the
big
secondary
game
either. So
it's going to be a work in. I'm sure Kirby Smart would say it's going to be a work in progress. Where I'm sure the goal is that they get better each and every week. But no, I mean, you got to give it the credit to Gunnar Stockton though. I mean, that pass he made on 4th down and 8 was incredible. But I want to go back to what you said about Texas. That puts Steve Sarkisian in a hell of a spot because. Number one, if you bench Arch, do you piss off the Manning family and know that he's probably going to leave? Or do you risk pissing off your 2 or 3 5-stars you got sitting behind them that you and everybody else knows is probably better than what they're getting right now out of Arch Manning? That's a heck of a situation to be in.
I think you get a little bit of a pass for losing at the defending champions' home field first game of the season. So you get a pass for that.
But the UTEP stuff.
The UTEP, do you just chalk it up to a bad game? I mean, you're a baseball coach. You've had great pitchers that have gone on the mound and just not had their stuff that day. You see it in the majors all the time. You see it in athletes, professional, amateur athletes all the time, good athletes. They just aren't on that day. Now, does that give Steve Sarkisian a complete pass on to keep playing him? I think he keeps playing him until he loses.
I agree.
One
more, yeah.
I mean, he keeps Arch in there till you lose, and then when you play really bad and you cost your team a victory, then you have to seriously look at benching him and putting in somewhere else. Now, LSU, Texas A&M, and Oklahoma all deserve their due because they're all 3-0 in the SEC. The SEC is an impressive 9-2 against other Power 4 conference programs. Heading into this weekend, 9-2. But do any of the SEC's top teams look as good as those recent Georgia and Alabama teams that won national titles?
No, because I was thinking Saturday, parity was the word that kept coming to my mind. Like there's so much parity in the league now. But roster-wise, I think Georgia, again, I think they're far ahead of everybody else. I think recruiting rankings do matter, and I think Alabama's still got a really good roster. And if they play the way they did and finish strong, but if they can play offensively the way they did against Wisconsin, that Georgia game is going to be incredible.
Were Cade Klubnik and Clemson overrated? If you thought Arch Manning's QB rating at 83 in the country was bad, try Cade Klubnik. Another preseason favorite for the Heisman. 92nd. Cade Klubnik completed 59% of his passes so far for 633 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 3 interceptions in the games that Clemson has played and lost this year. I think Clemson's roster is good, but are they good enough to contend for a national title? Probably not. Is there any reason for hope for Billy Napier and Florida? The Basset Hound looking, poor-eyed, sad-eyed looking Billy Napier.
It's over. And I like Billy, but it's over.
As tough it is to swallow as back-to-back losses to South Florida, USF, and LSU are, and as tough as the schedule ahead looks, what happens if DJ Legway and the Gators offense get their act together Saturday night in Miami?
Maybe. They have no room for error.
Florida killed itself with penalties against South Florida, and Lagway threw 5 damn interceptions against LSU. 5!
And they were in the game the entire game.
Yeah, he's got to play better, and he's not helping Napier out either if he's playing like that.
No.
Cut down on the mistakes, and the Gators have a chance to redeem themselves with potentially 3 straight wins over top 10 opponents. And Florida is not firing Billy Napier if that happens. The defense for Florida is good enough to get the job done, so don't count the Gators out yet. And the last question, we'll think about it on the way to break. Can UCLA who just fired Deshaun Watson after 3 losses with Nico, and Virginia Tech, and Virginia Tech, who has not had a decent coach since Frank Beamer. Can they get these hires right this time? We're going to talk briefly about that on the way back. This is on the other side of the break. This is the Front Porch Sports Radio Hour. We'll be right back.
This is Coach Tredaris Goff from Columbia Central High School football. You are listening to 101.7 WKOM in Columbia, Tennessee.
We at Hollins Pharmacy must be doing something right. We've been providing pharmaceutical services in the Middle Tennessee area for over 60 years. The guiding principles of our business are fast, accurate, friendly, personal service. We do not have long waiting lines, and our phone calls are answered by a staff member. We strive to get to know our customers by name, not just a date of birth or number. We are your locally owned hometown pharmacy, and we appreciate your business. We urge you to come visit us at Hollins Pharmacy, 1608 Hatcher Lane here in Columbia.
For 40 years, the Jewelers Bench has worked hard for their customers and provided the highest quality jewelry at the best price. They keep going back. Recent renovations have allowed them to expand their inventory. More high-quality jewelry, custom vintage and estate pieces, and professional jewelry and watch repairs. They also buy gold. The Jewelers Bench, still here, still great service. 808 Trotwood Avenue, Columbia.
Hey, this is Derek Ransom with 10 Pin Alley, voted #1 family entertainment center in Murray County. We offer 32 bowling lanes, giant arcade, laser tag, bumper cars, and a full cafe and bar menu. We also specialize in group events, kids and adult birthday parties, company parties, sports team parties, and holiday parties. We're located at 322 East James Campbell Boulevard in Columbia. Call us today at 931-381-BOWL or visit us at 10pin.com. 10 Pin Alley, it's where the good times roll.
In today's uncertain world, you can never be too careful about your family's financial future. That's why the Parker Group, a part of Baird's Private Wealth Management, is offering a free second opinion on your financial plans. Let us review your current plan, and we will identify any gaps and offer suggestions to improve it. Please call the Parker Group at 931-548-3737. That's 931-548-3737. Robert W. Baird and Company Incorporated does not offer tax or legal advice.
This is Mark Curry at the Trailer Store. We are a local, family-owned business. Every day, I work with my wife, Susie, my mother, Becky, and my son, Justin. We offer a full line of lawnmower trailers, utility trailers, stock trailers, and a full line of trailer parts. We also offer service. Come see us at 1021 New Lewisburg Highway. Call us at 931-381-2795. That's 931-381-2795.
Farmer Johnny here, Taylor Family Farm. I want to give y'all a little look-see. We raise 100% non-GMO, grass-fed beef, pasture chicken, and pork on our family farm. Everything that we grow is raised with love and care to ensure the highest quality and nutrition for our family and customers. You can shop online at TaylorFamilyFarmTN.com or visit our farm store in person at Etheridge, Tennessee at 301 Dave Reisner Road. That's TaylorFamilyFarmTN.com for more information.
The generations that have paved the way for us deserve respect, integrity, and compassion. This is Kelly Dobson, owner of Caring Hearts Home Healthcare. My grandmother and mother started this business in 2005, and I was honored to take over in 2012. Licensed and insured, we help our aging community stay in the comfort of their own homes. Online at CaringHeartsHomeHealthCareLLC.com, by phone 931-381-5470, or in person at 1121 Trotwood Avenue here in Columbia. That's Caring Hearts Home Healthcare.
Hello, I'm Rick Whitley. And I'm Daniel Pollard from Jones & Lang Sporting Goods. We would like to take this opportunity to thank all of you for the many years of support. Since 1966, Jones & Lang has been locally owned and operated and supplying teams from T-ball to college. Stop by and see what we can do for you. We offer a wide variety of services from silk screening and embroidery to our custom trophy and awards department.
We're open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and Saturday, 9 to noon. Remember, Jones & Lang Sporting Goods, the look of a winner.
Hello, my name is Zach Maddox. I'm a proud third-generation owner-operator of Columbia Paint and Wall Cover, founded by my grandfather, Ralph Maddox, in 1946. We offer a variety of paint and wall covering products, but our passion is customer service. We can offer many personalized services and can come out to your house or business if needed. Come visit us at our Columbia location or our new Spring Hill location behind Church of the City, or visit us online at paintcolumbia.com.
This is Coach Devin Simler from Columbia Central Baseball. You are listening to 101.7 WKOM in Columbia, Tennessee.
And welcome back. This is the Front Porch Sports Radio Hour. I'm Drake in the studio this afternoon with L Train, Skinny Drake, and Clayton the Claw Harrison. We call him the Claw because he knows all and he sees all. That's a fact. Can UCLA and Virginia Tech get their head coach hiring right this time? There's a lot of doom and gloom in Westwood and Blacksburg. But it's not impossible to win college football if you hire the right coach and spend some damn money. You know, you can't take it with you. You might as well spend it. Ask Arizona State. Ask Indiana. Ask SMU about that. Both UCLA and Virginia Tech have a lot of work to do in front of them, but the Bruins at least are in one of the top two conferences in terms of revenue. So we'll see what happens. And Claw, you think Shane Beamer could end up going back home to where his daddy coached?
I mean, it's an escape route if he wants it, depending on how this year goes. There's a lot of hype going into this year. And obviously, without Bakari Sellers, getting injured in that Vanderbilt game, it made a difference. But they still, the way they got dominated, I don't know if it would have made a difference.
Yeah. Can Joey Aguilar win the Heisman Trophy? If you still believe Arch Manning can turn things around at Texas, well, hell, you should. Why not? Why not Joey Aguilar? There are currently 17 players with better odds. Miami's Carson Beck, 7-1, is the new favorite in the Heisman race. Oklahoma's John Mateer is 9-1. Oregon's Dante Moore is 10-1. Georgia's Gunnar Stockton 12-1. Joey Aguilar is 12-1 now. He was at 30-1. Now he's moved up to 12 after throwing for 371 yards and 4 touchdowns in an overtime loss to Georgia. You got to believe in Joey football just a little bit.
And you got to believe that Tennessee fans, it all worked out for them. Or at least it appears so far.
Yeah. Oh, as far as Nico.
Yeah.
Nico's 0-3.
Yes, he is.
Joey football's 2-1. How about some Magic 8-ball picks? Go Los Angeles Dodgers tonight, under 3.5 in the first 5 innings. Peralta to get a win against Los Angeles Angels tonight. Eugenio Suarez, 2+ total bases for the Seattle Mariners. New York Yankees on the money line in the first 5 innings. Cubs in the money line against Pittsburgh, even though Skeens is pitching. Paul Skeens. All right. This has been the Front Porch Sports Radio Hour. For L Train, Skinny Drake, The Claw, I am Drake, and we will talk to you tomorrow.